It is time for another special edition of Litter Media Live. I'm Dan Ramey, and in studio with us today is Jeff Miller. We're going to talk about the Tristan Miller Music Fest, which is coming up this Saturday. In just a moment, right after this from Adena Health.
Mark came to the Adena Orthopedic and Spine Institute in severe arm pain from a degenerative disc. Minimally invasive spinal surgery got him back to what matters most. At Adena, we do what we love, so you can too.
Pleasure to have Jeff Miller with us. I don't know that we'd ever met prior to today.
Maybe not personally, but I obviously know who you are, a man about town.
And I've known
media,
your
yes.
name for a long time as well. So it's unfortunate what happened to create this, but of course, Tristan Miller, we lost him 7 years ago. But to honor his memory, he was a musician.
Yes,
he
absolutely.
loved music, and what better way to do it than a music festival?
Right. Well, thank you for having me very much. Appreciate it. Yeah, Tristan was a fantastic soul. He was 16 years old, just turned 17 when we lost him, and he was there's so many ways to describe him, but the best way to do it was he was a nice person. He was an ornery teenager.
We all are.
Yes, but he was very. I was very proud of everything that he did, the way he stood up for things, and his smile. We heard more things after his untimely passing about his smile and how kind he was, and that just makes you beam with pride. And just I can't say enough about him. But he was a fantastic drummer. He knew how to play guitar, and he was. He didn't do it in front of me, but maybe one of his brothers, here and there, or sister, he would belt out a song or two vocally without them knowing it. I think they heard him, but
right.
Yeah. So he loved it, and that's we just trying to carry on some kind of a raising awareness in his memory, mm-hmm. And so any kids or adults that are listening that don't have to go through what we have went through and what he went through, right. As far as we can't imagine the pain that somebody who's suffering from depression or just mental wellness on the downside.
And they look fine on the outside sometimes.
Absolutely. And,
man, unless they let you inside to know what's going on, it's difficult to save them.
Sure, and we didn't know anything. I mean, we have 4 children, including Tristan, my wife Jennifer, and I, and we were there, we were present, but, looking back, there's obviously many things we could have, pried into more, but I don't know if he would have even broke then his silence of not telling anybody. He self-diagnosed himself. We found out later through a note that we found that he didn't think that he could be helped when he didn't realize that the tide can turn, mm-hmm. and and it does sometimes. Sometimes it's a lifelong struggle, but my goodness, I would have, any parent or would love to have another chance to go back and see if they can change that, but we can't. So what we're doing is trying to make sure that there's more awareness out there that, hey, talk to your kids, talk to your loved one if you can. Just communicate if you can.
Yeah, I know this is going back to those 7 years. You're getting ready for the basketball season and everything, and what was it like for your family to see the Play for 21 campaign begin? I mean, they're dedicating to his number, and that had to be heartwarming, but also difficult.
Yeah, it was very difficult, but I can't imagine it being any other way now looking back at it. And there was so much that was so supportive. Zane Trace out there where he played, and Play for 21 was his number, 21. So our 2 older kids, Tyler and Hannah, spoke to the basketball team because they were having a hard time going out to the court to practice. Mm-hmm. They didn't want to. It was too much. It was a lot. And they went down and talked to them and helped. And they just asked them to play for 21, and it kind of stuck. And we made some shirts, and we got bracelets, and we have some merchandise. And we trademarked that because so nobody could come and take it away from us.
Right.
But it was so supportive, and to see that, it was overwhelming at times. We'd go into a gym and an away game, and you'd see signs for Play for 21. And in the locker room, they would have them in the locker room for the team, and then the opposing team, the support that come over to us in the stands, I'm like, okay, it's a little, wow, I didn't expect this. And of course we had, Trey, our younger son, he's 2 years younger than Tristan. He was playing ball also. So it was great to have that support. It's hard to describe. It's overwhelming a lot though.
Yeah. I think it says a lot about this community that we live in. They make it easy sometimes.
Yeah, it's a great community to be in. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
Music has been a part of your family, and I know you're a family of faith as well. And full disclosure here, had an opportunity to worship with your brother, Jamie, who's also a pastor. And of course, if everyone's heard of Holland, Holly Miller, and now Moose. I don't remember Moose being called Moose when I knew him as a 10-year-old.
Right. Yeah.
But then he grew up, and he's huge now, and they both have had some relatively successful careers.
Oh yeah, I mean, they're fantastic. They're just filled with talent, and kindness is even more than anything. What you see when you get those folks anytime is real. I mean, it's not nothing's planned out. It's just they're nice, fantastic people. And Michael, he had a nickname as Moose because I think he was just taller. He wasn't really bigger than anyone, but I have a hard time calling him Moose, but that's, he's just Michael to me. He was Tristan's age. They were, they're best friends and just close friends and family. And Jamie and Tammy, they're fantastic. Jamie, my brother, is a fantastic, great man. And so, but with Holly, she could sing since she could walk. Incredible. She still makes me cry every time she opens her mouth and sings. And then Michael decided to do this, and man, he's got some great songs. He pens them himself or co-writes them, and he's going to be headlining our festival this year.
It's amazing that he left Eastern, where he went to high school. It goes down to play ball in Nashville, and it turns into playing guitar and becoming a Nashville artist.
Yeah. I got to tell you a quick story. He told us, I had front row tickets at the Ramey to see a rock band a couple years ago, a year and a half ago, and I had an extra ticket. And I asked him, he was down there, living down there, and I asked him if he wanted to play or go front row and watch this band with us. And he politely said he's waiting to go there. He's not going there till he plays there. Yeah. And I was like, well, that's big goals, and it can be a reality. There's no doubt. Mm-hmm. I think it might just happen.
Well, and Holly was there last December, and she belted out one of the most powerful versions of, I can't remember the song now, but man, it blew me away. I was in tears.
Yeah, she's incredible.
Yeah.
She's incredible. We need more of her singing.
But we'll have Michael here for your music fest coming up Saturday. Is he the headliner?
Yes, he is. Yes. We got a nice little lineup. As every year we have great artists. We'll have Mackenzie Mash. She's a local great girl, great singer. She'll have a band there, and we have Burns and Brown. Yeah, they're just recently added those. It's a duo, and they're great. They're great. And then we have a local band named Drive On. They're fantastic as well. And the last two folks we have is Murphy. He was on American Idol at 21. And he's soulful, fantastic. Can't say enough about him. A great guy. And then we'll end the night with Moose Miller. Mm-hmm. And he played the Majestic back in February, and it was a fantastic show. He just played Oktoberfest in Beaver last weekend, and he's been playing around the country a little bit. And he's got some new songs coming out, and it's going to be a rocking time. He's bringing his band, and we're looking forward to this.
I assume he'll play some of those new songs at your event.
Yes, I believe he will. Yeah. Yes.
You got to, for your uncle, right?
Yes, that's right. That's right. If he wants to invite me on stage, I won't deny that, but I doubt if that's going to happen, but that's okay. That's okay. It's not about me.
Is it still possible to get tickets?
Oh, yes, absolutely. You can buy them at the door. They're $20 per person, but 12 and under are free. And you can get them on Eventbrite as well, the Tristan Miller Music Festival. You can go to the TristanMillerFoundation.com, our website, and Facebook. You can find the links to those to where to get those tickets. And if you can't find them, should be able to find them online. But if not, you can get them at the door. Mm-hmm. And there'll be once paid admission. There's face painting, and there's caricature artists inside that are free with admission.
Okay.
So, you know, the kids and any adults who want their face painted or have a caricature done, that's great. We encourage that. We'll have a couple food trucks, mangoes and sour pig. I believe that's the name of it.
Okay.
So,
and this is at Creekside Occasions?
yes. Todd and Bethany Snowden have been fantastic hosts the last, this will be the third year, I believe, out there. And it's 14847 State Route 772 right outside of town. There's indoor and then there's outdoor. We'll have the stage outside, and it's supposed to be a beautiful day. That's why we've always had it, and it's going to be a great time.
Yeah, and if you've never been to Creekside Occasions, it's like he says, it's right outside of town, and it's not even a mile outside of town. I remember I drive that way into work every day, and I remember seeing them build the barn, and then to see its transformation, and it's just a beautiful sight.
Oh, it's absolutely beautiful inside and out, and they're great. They're great folks and have great things. They're doing great things around town, and we love those guys, and we're very happy to have this occasion out there.
What time does everything start Saturday?
Well, the doors open at 2, and music's going to start about 3 o'clock. And so 5 bands. So Moose will probably go on around 7:30, 7:45, and so you know it might last till 10. It might last a little longer. Who knows?
Yeah.
Depending on how music's never on time, but we try to keep it on the line.
I admire the strength that you and Jennifer have shown through all this. What a great way to keep your son's memory alive. And I'm sure it probably feels like he's right there.
Oh yeah, I mean, you know, he's never. It's, you know, it's as exciting as it can be to run these events. It's also it's twofold. It can be devastating at times, and it's just up and down. But we can't stop. And my wife Jennifer is a workhorse, and she's just got so many ideas. And our kids, Tyler, Hannah, and Trey, you know, they've been through so much, you know, with this, and just living life like most people. And it's not just about us. This is about our community and people who's been affected. If you've been affected, or if you know, most people know somebody who's been affected by suicide or mental, you know, health, going down. You know, mental health can go up and down. It's this world today, but God's the only way we've really survived.
Right.
I mean, me personally, for sure, and I'm just so proud of my family for doing this. And music has power to heal. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it can release those endorphins that we've been missing. You hear a song or a piece of music that can touch you. And I've been there, and I use it often.
Absolutely.
So we try to continue that to keep his, you know, to help other folks, people who've been affected by this, and we're not alone.
Yeah. It's all about connection.
Absolutely.
Really.
Yes.
We appreciate you coming in today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Again, the Tristan Miller Music Festival is this Saturday. And again, doors open at 2. It'll go throughout the afternoon into the evening hours, and a great lineup. Lineup. Jeff, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you, sir.
And thank you for watching this edition of Litter Media Live.